Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing GAGAGA Cowboy FTK. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but I can't see it right here. GAGAGA Cowboy's effect, everybody knows what it does, inflicts 800. So what? It's not once per turn, it's just a soft once per turn. So if you're able to recycle GAGAGA Cowboy, you win. So right here, all you need is a Halky Fiber Axe. I'm just quickly going through the steps right here. They're pretty trivial. All you need is just to get to that crystal Halky Fiber Axe. You use its effect to go into Red Rose Dragon. Then you link off into a Link Cross. You just sync the Red Rose Dragon off with your tokens to get a Garden Rose Maiden. This might seem very reminiscent to any of those Cyberstein FTKs where you search Black Garden, activate it, summon 3 Blaze Phoenix, burn for like 10,000. But no, we're not going to be doing that today. We will first off use Red Rose Dragon's effect to get a Blue Rose Dragon out of our deck. Next we will go into the Lost Sheep, Cross Sheep. Next we'll link that off for an LP. We'll use Garden Road Maiden in the graveyard to summon back your Blue Rose Dragon. We're going to link that Blue Rose Dragon into a Striker Dragon. Now since Cross Sheep and Striker Dragon point to the same zone, LP will trigger summoning a Brotar from our deck. Brotar will trigger, discard 1, and you usually target the Cross Sheep, search a copy of Rescue Ferret, but I already have Rescue Ferret in my hand, so we'll just skip that. And we'll go into a link for Saryuja. We're going to be drawing 4. And this is a good time to shuffle back any garnets you might have. Like this Violon cube I have right there. Doesn't really matter what the rest is. We're going to be using Saryuja's effect to summon Rescue Ferret from our hand. We're going to use Rescue Ferret to summon a Violon cube, a Black Metal Dragon, and not a Cyberstein, a Gale Dogra. I don't know if you see where this is going, but I surely do. We're just going to sync off for an Arclight. We're going to use the effect of Black Metal Dragon and our Violon Cube, searching your telekinetic Charging Cell and your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Next, you can just hard summon the Darkness Metal. You're going to use its effect to bring back the Blue Rose Dragon. Next, we will overlay into a Dugaris. We will link away for a Reaprodokus, and then we will use Dugaris' effect to detach 2, bring back the Gale Dogra. Now you'll use the effect of the Arclight to search Gishki Cyclone. That's right. We're not searching stuff like what's the general combo where you just have oh yes, a Dawn of the Herald of Perfection, Ben 10. We're not going to search that. We're just searching Gishki Cyclone. Now, of course, there are lots of variants to this. You can either just hand loop your opponent. This can both FTK your opponent and hand loop your opponent at the exact same time. So you're going to use Telekinetic Charging Cell. You're going to change Gale Dogra to a Psychic using Reaprodokus' effect. Next, we'll use its effect to send another copy of Herald of the Arclight, and we will search another Gishki Cyclone. Next, we're going to be sending a Psyframe Lord Omega from our extra deck to the graveyard. And what Omega does in the graveyard is that if it's in your graveyard, you can shuffle it and another card in your graveyard back into the deck. So, we're going to use the Omega and the other thing to, you're going to shuffle back your Omega and the Arclight, and then you're going to use Arclight again, get a copy of Gishki Cyclone. You're going to be using Omega, use Omega again, and this time we have 3 Gishki Cyclones, so we're going to be searching a copy of Gishki Aquamirror. So next we will activate Aquamirror and pitch off 1 Cyclone to get another Cyclone. Now at this point you can try to hand loop your opponent, just call something like a Solid Rock, and you're pretty well on your way. Not only do you get information on your opponent, you also get more stuff. So right here, you can choose to hand loop them, it doesn't make a difference to what we're going to do next. We're going to use the effect of Aqua Mirror, shuffle it back into the deck in order to retrieve our Gishki Cyclone. Next, you will use the effect of, oh sorry, that zoomed in a bit. You're going to use the effect of your Gale Dogger again, send Omega, Omega will shuffle it and the Arclight, and then we'll send Arclight again. Arclight will search your copy of Aqua Mirror, and now we will ritual summon again for the second Cyclone. You can choose to hand loop it again because it's not a hard once per turn. And now here is where our FTK takes place. Everything until this point was just preparation, and now we will show you the real FTK. We overlay into GAGAGA Cowboy. Cowboy for game. Yes, Cowboy for game. They take 800. Now you can send Elder Entity Nitis to your graveyard in order to pop your GAGAGA Cowboy. Now you'll send Omega to your graveyard. And now what Omega can do, it can shuffle back every single one of these cards back into your deck, all these combo pieces, so you can just repeat the cowboy burn over and over and over again, because it is just a soft once per turn. So that is pretty much the FTK. All you're going to do is you're just going to be, and so as I see here, you can just recycle every single one of your pieces using Omega, and you'll repeat the exact same thing. You'll send Arclight to the graveyard infinitely, search every single Gishki Cyclone in your deck. You're going to search Aqua Mirror, ritual summon 2 Gishki Cyclones. You'll overlay into a GAGAGA Cowboy, burn for 800, pop it with Nitis, and then recycle everything again. So now we're just going to go straight for the deck profile. So right here we have the deck. 1 copy of Battle Wasp, Pin the Bullseye, and 3 copies of Sting the Poison. Sting the Poison is a 1 card Hulk. What you do is normal summon it. You get a search for Pin the Bullseye, and if you control an insect monster, you can summon him from your hand. So you can just summon him as long as you control Sting the Poison, and Sting the Poison is a tuner, so that is a Hulk. 1 copy of Black Metal Dragon, as we just use it to search the Red Ice Darkness Metal after we summon it off Rescue Ferret. 1 copy of Blue Rose Dragon, just to summon off your Red Rose Dragon. 1 copy of Crusadia Arborea to search off your Sandgan. 3 copies of Draconet to summon Galaxy Serpent from your deck. 1 copy of Gale Dogra. Gale Dogra is best card in this deck. 3 copies of Jet Synchron. Once again, it's a 1 card Hulk. I do not run tuning in this deck because I'm scared of milling any important combo pieces, which is why I don't play tuning. One copy of Lefty Driver and the 3 Righty Driver just to get into Hulk again. 2 copies of Plague Spreader. I couldn't fit 3. What Plague Spreader does is just link it into an Almirage, put any garnets you have on top of your deck, and then summon it back. We have 1 copy of Red Rose Dragon. Red Rose Dragon is what you're going to be summoning off your Hulky Fibrax, and it is what summons your Blue Rose Dragon from your deck too. 1 copy of Red Ice Darkness Metal just summons another level 4 from your graveyard so that you can seize it off with your Herald of the Arclight. 1 copy of Rescue Ferret to summon 3 monsters, Violon Cube, Black Metal Dragon, and Gale Dogra. 3 Righty Driver, I've explained this just to get the Lefty Driver on field, and then you can go into Hulk. 1 copy of Rubik, it is my Tour Guide target. And what Tour Guide does is just summons a Fiend from your hand or deck, and my target is Rubik. 1 copy of Violon Cube to search your Telekinetic Charging Cell. 1 copy of Galaxy Serpent, it's your Draconet target. You can change it to whatever you want, like in case you're just trying to play around Nibiru. This is pretty much the beefiest tuner I could find. I really couldn't find anything better. So if we just go ahead and search it, well, Galaxy Serpent, well, these people don't really even sort by attack points anyways, but I assure you that Galaxy Serpent is the most beefy one. So next we have 3 copies of Gishki Cyclone. Not only does it hand loop your opponent, but it acts as a level 4 to go into your Cowboy. 3 copies of Called by the Grave, just for those hand traps. 1 copy of Gishki Aqua Mirror. Aquamarine is super important just to not only does it get a Gishki into your hand, which can save you some time, it can also pretty much recycle itself for free, which means you don't have to waste time going for the Omega. Also, a really good thing about this deck is it helps you go into times. So after you FTK your opponent, you're probably already like 20 minutes in, so you don't have to worry that much about game 2 and 3. And finally, we have one copy of Telekinetic Charging Cell, which gives our Gale Dogra we can just infinitely use its effect without paying life points. And for extra deck, we have one copy of Nitis to pop our Gaga Cowboy and get him in the graveyard so that we can recycle him with Omega. One copy of Garden Rose Maiden. Garden Rose Maiden has a graveyard effect which can revive a Rose Dragon from a graveyard. And Blue Rose Dragon and Red Rose Dragon are both dragons which you can link off into LP. Two copies of Arclight. One copy is what you'll use to with your Vylon Cube so that you can get your Telekinetic Charging Cell, and the other copy you can just recycle infinitely. We have one copy of Omega. It's Omega plus Gale Dogra is pretty much the most overpowered thing on Earth. It can just return every single card from your graveyard into your deck. One copy of GAGAGA Cowboy. GAGAGA Cowboy, inflict 800, Cowboy for game, you know how it works. One copy of Dagaris. Dagaris is just revives your Geldogra from the graveyard. One copy of Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep is an Earth Beast, which is why we run it. It just serves as fodder for Brotar, which will then search Rescue Ferret because it's also an Earth Beast. One copy of Crystron Halqifibrax. This is full combo. All you need is just any tuner plus anything else, and then you can go into Halqifibrax, get your Red Rose Dragon, and go into the FTK. One copy of Guard Dragon LP. LP summons Brotar from your deck. One copy of Link Cross. That's how you'll go from the Halqifibrax into the Link Cross. Link Cross will generate tokens, which you can then use as synchro fodder for Red Rose Dragon. One copy of Reproducus to change your Gale Dogra into a Psychic monster. One copy of Almiraj. I was running Link Rebo, but I decided that Almiraj is much more important, mainly because not only does it act as fodder for Jet Synchron, also acts as fodder for Plague Spreader, Sangan, and all of that stuff. One copy of Saryuja. Not only does it help you summon something for free from your hand, which is how we get our Rescue Ferret, it also helps you draw 4 and shuffle any garnets you have in your hand back into the deck. Because you don't want Vylon Cube, Black Metal Dragon, or your Gale Dogra in your hand at all. And finally, we have one Striker Dragon just to as an arrow which can point to the same place as Cross Sheep points to. So that was the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.